No men do they call me, my mother and my father, and all my comrades as well. Hey everybody, No Man here, and at long last, I am beginning my stream. We will. Oh my goodness, Eric! I know that you're here. You're here, and I'm super happy that you're here. But I know it's super late for you. Things went on late for me, and I apologize for keeping you waiting for this long. And I do appreciate that you decided to stick it out. But I also encourage you to get sleep because it's got to be like what four for you, 4 in the morning for you. Oh boy, like I'm gonna be on for a while. I don't. You do you. You are a grown man, and you can make your own decisions. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of do this stream. Some of the stream is going to be explanations. Some of the stream is going to be the nearly 15K celebration extravaganza. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, 5 a.m. You ought to go to sleep. But it is going to be, I'm going to stream, and if people aren't able to see it, it's cool. I still felt like I owed you guys something. I did have friends come over and wanted to make sure that they had a good time, and I didn't want to shoo them away so I could stream. So this is kind of, that's just what it is. And I think it works fine for everyone's purposes. I want to talk a little bit about the announcement of Space Marine 2. And talk a little bit of my thoughts of what I've seen so far. I haven't seen a ton. Unless they've released more. I saw kind of the teaser trailer that people were sharing around. There might be more, but I did not see anything else because I haven't checked for the past 12 hours or so. This is also a drunk cast, so people who are here, if you want me to do, I'm going to be drinking generally. I got some product placement. They're totally paying me for this. Drinking some light stuff. I also have my rum. Got plenty of rum. And if people would like, if you donate, the last time I did it, I said 25 was the fair amount for you paying to make me drink a shot, and I will not apologize for art on that one. But yeah, we'll have some fun. We'll have a good time. We got a couple people in here, and four is enough for us to have a good time. We got Nightmare in here. We got Attrition. We got William Clark. I think I've seen your name, but I'm a little bit less familiar with you than Eric's. Eric's done a ton of stuff. He's done fan art. He's done a ton of things. Yes, my name, of course, I have seen. Nightmare, of course, I've seen. Cameron Christensen, I saw you. I remember your name. But yeah, no, we got 6 people. We're going to have a good time. And I'm going to go until I am too tired or too drunk to function. So we'll see which one I reach first. But yeah, I wanted to talk about Space Marine 2. I wanted to talk about kind of my situation and schedule going forward, which is boring. So I kind of want to save that for maybe when we're winding the stream down. And I also wanted to talk about hitting, almost hitting 15K. I think as far as right now, I could probably go and check. The last time I checked, I am 9 away from hitting 15K, which I don't think is... Whoa, holy mackerel. Okay, Attrition is okay, starting out strong. I was like, we're going to have a nice little stream. We're going to have a couple friends together. We're going to be chill. We're going to, I'll do something, and maybe, people will donate a little bit, and, I'll feel like I fulfilled my obligations. All right, we got that. We got 2 shots. We're kicking us off early. That's my rum. Okay, here we go. Ugh. Attrition, I'm going to let that settle for a sec. I will do my second shot. Let me go ahead and read what attrition actually said. I got a massive raise yesterday. Take 2 shots because I'm working and can't. Congratulations on your raise. Thank you for being very supportive. Attrition's been here for a while. He's a regular on the streams, so no man is going to die. I might, but you know, it's all for the fans. If I do, it's my own dang fault because I set up the rules. I'm going to settle for a second. I will do my second, and I will show you what I'm drinking on stream. And if I get like to be a giant mess, oh well, that's content too. Hey, Source of Dreams, welcome. Sergeant Major Payne. All right, we got 9 people. We're having a good time. All right. Oh, boy. 2 shots right off the bat. Okay. 2 shots right off the bat. Here comes the second one. Boom. There it is. Empty. And I'm either dumping it out or I'm drinking it, so y'all can be the judge of what I'm doing with it. Phew. Okay. Starting us off strong. Many thanks again, Attrition. Big props. Chad, if you can give some big props to Attrition for the big donation. And wish him well, because as he said, he was having a tough. He's got to work. Congrats on the promotion, and good luck toughing out your shift. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start unpacking my thoughts on Space Marine 2. For all of the issues that I have with GW and all of the many and myriad problems they've had and tone deafness that they exhibited, one of the things that I've always been fairly confident about GW is they definitely have some people who are working for them who are fans and who understand the fans, but it's sort of like a crapshoot as to what you get. Like, I think with the launch of Warhammer Plus and them cracking down on content creators, like, that was a huge misstep. But then you have something like Space Marine 2, which is a huge thing that people have wanted because after the release of Space Marine, there was sort of it was like a giant cliffhanger. This is nearly as big as for Warhammer ending with the end of I don't know, the end of Empire Strikes Back, where you find out Vader is Luke's father, and then you don't hear it again until you get to Return of the Jedi. And for Return of the Jedi, that was 3 years. For Space Marine, what are we talking, a decade? Huge, crazy. Yeah, he became. Yeah, from what it looks like, that is what it seems to be. Eric has it spot on. Titus became a Primaris. I hate it. Primaris are like a thing. This is like where I put Primaris. There've been like a bunch of things that are kind of staples of people complaining about GW and complaining about like dumb things that are happening. It's like people complain about the Ultramarines, people complain about the Primaris Marines, and people complain about the possibility of there being female Space Marines. Of all of the stuff, it's like I think adding in female Space Marines is like not a good idea. But I think Primaris Marines are a dumber idea than that. And that being said, I don't think Primaris are like, I don't know, Primaris are like paying taxes. It's like, oh, you gotta do it, I guess. I got 17 people. I wasn't expecting that many for this to be like a weird off time thing. So, full disclosure on Space Marine, I played a bit of it. I did not play the whole game when it came out. I did kind of, and I don't own it now, but I did go back and like watch all of the cinematics and see kind of all the cool character moments. I saw a lot of people talk about it, and like I do have a lot of fond thoughts about Space Marine. And one of the things about it that this is the way I feel about Space Marine. I think Space Marine is like a model for what GW should be doing with their IP. Like, because basically there's nothing that's crazy unique about Space Marine. Like, nothing about it from when it was made to what exists now from games. It's not unique gameplay. It's not anything spectacular graphics-wise, even for the time. But the appeal of it is that you have good characters. Like, you really like Captain Titus, you really hate Leandros, you really like, I think she was a lieutenant, whoever the woman who is the guard lieutenant that he comes across. Like, she's really good. Leandros is a POS, but like he's the kind of POS that I love to hate. Like, I'm like, you are so much fun to hate on, and I really like hating on Leandros as like a Mira. That's it. Mira is her name. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Emigdio. Her name was Mira. Cool. Yeah, I knew that, but I was just blanking on her name. I was just blanking on it in the. But so what makes the original Space Marine great is it is steeped in Warhammer 40k lore, and there's a lot of love and care put into the characters, the story, the moments, the dialogue. I think the eventual big bad villain is a little lackluster, but the Orc War Boss is great. He's like my favorite. I freaking love him. Like, when he shows up to fight the Chaos Lord, I'm just like, man, why does that guy have to lose? Why does Grimskull, I think is his name? Why does should I do No Man's Dream or White Elephant? That sounds like a Christmas thing. Whatever you want to do. No, Mira was great. I love Mira. Warboss Grimskull is great. I don't think I like Grimskull as much as I like Gorguts. Like, Gorguts from the original Grimskull, I think I put... Oh, goodness. Who do I like better? Gorguts or Captain Bloodflag? I really love Captain Bloodflag. I love Gorguts. Gorguts is what I base my orc voice off of. Like, everything I know and understand about orcs is from the Dawn of War game, with Warboss Gorguts being the main guy. I mean, he's where I get everything. I learned how to do the orc voice because of Gorguts. That's where I get all my stuff, where I do all my bits. It's all doing Gorguts. But I think as far as character, it's hard. But I think Captain Bloodflag edges out Gorguts, partially because I think he has a better supporting cast. Like, he has other orcs that have personalities and are sillier, so he has people that he can play off of. But so you got Blood Flag, you got Gore Guts, and then I'd go Grimskull. Which is not a knock on Grimskull at all. I really, really like Grimskull, and that is the fact that I like Gore Guts and Captain Blood Flag better. Captain Blood Flag is from Dawn of War 2. He's from the Orc campaign. He's Captain Blood Flag in the Orc campaign is so much fun. It's so goofy. It's so stupid. It's so orky. The whole campaign of Captain Blood Flag follows everybody basically follows kind of the same campaign, but the result is essentially the orcs accidentally save the sector, and the bonus that the thing that Captain Blood Flag gets out of the whole frickin' adventure is he steals an Inquisitor's hat. That's it. He starts off with a ship and a crew full of dudes. He gets shot down. He goes through a whole crazy adventure. He defeats a crazy demon lord. He saves the sector. He does all this bonkers crazy things. And all he does is basically finds the Inquisitor that screwed him over, beats her up, doesn't kill her, and just takes her hat. And that's the whole campaign for him. That's everything. I freaking love I love Captain Blood Flag so much. He's so great. So great. But I'm getting a little distracted. The three games I kind of want to talk about that I want to put into context regarding Space Marine 2 is the three games that I think Games Workshop has greenlighted. Actually, I put it at four that are really, really good, that are really well loved by the fan base, and are models for how they want to do things going forward. And I would say that you have the Dawn of War series, excluding 3. A really nice real-time strategy game, but it's unique enough to kind of make its own mark. It's not a complete carbon copy of like StarCraft or Warcraft or whatever real-time strategy game you have. It's not perfect, especially with the earlier iterations with the Space Marines, but it eventually evolves into a really good series, from 1 to 2. And then people have. It's funny because I don't think 3 is bad. I think 3 is mediocre, and it's kind of a disappointment for people. I don't think 3 is bad. I don't think it's good though. Is sort of what it comes down to. Okay, so you have the Dawn of War games. Big success, excluding 3, but like. People are very passionate about it. People really like the Dawn of War series. I would then say Vermintide, and Vermintide is basically Warhammer Fantasy, Left 4 Dead. It's Left 4 Dead mechanics. Of course, they have the 40K version, which I'm blanking on the name. I can't remember what it's called, but I've seen all of the previews. I haven't played it, but the 40K equivalent of running around a hive with a team of people killing cultists. Y'all know what it is. I'm just blanking on what it's called. Haven't played that. Haven't seen it. Don't know that much about it. It's not Space Hulk. It's not Necromunda. It's whatever the thing that has you can be an Ogren, you can be like, you can be a guardsman, you can be someone who kind of looks like they might be associated with the Sisters of Battle, but isn't a full sister. You got a couple different people who are involved in it. The big thing is I saw the Ogren, who looks like a lot of fun. But whatever. The point is you have that one, and those are based off of Left 4 Dead. And then you have the Warhammer Fantasy Total War, which is very well liked. Though I never played it, and that was because you had to pay for like every faction. I thought of getting it, and I've seen it played. It looks really cool. It looks like it's very interesting, but I wasn't about to pay for every single faction. It's like if I'm gonna buy the game, give me the Dark Tide. Yep, thank you. It isn't out yet, but I know it's coming. It looks good though. I would want to play it. I would want to play it. And then you have what's the last one? The last one is the other 40K because it's Dawn of War. Oh, the last one is frickin' Space Marine. And so what I think this whole trend shows, because I think what Games Workshop generally does is they find something that's popular, they reskin it and put it into a 40K skin, and then they release it. And there's a bunch of stuff that's like this. Here's this game, it's a reskin of 40K, and we put it out. And a lot of them are pretty mediocre. But I think if you look at Space Marine and things like it, and the things that have been most popular, is yes, they're not unique in their mechanics. They're not uniquely crazy, innovative games. But what they are games that use tried and true mechanics, game mechanics, good enough voice acting, and good enough graphics for the time to be serviceable, and then they are very, very steeped. They make you feel the best things that 40K puts out as far as video games are things that make you feel like you're in the grim darkness of the 41st or 42nd millennium. So I think that so taking all of that into consideration, what I'm hoping is that GW has done something genius, which is realize that people really loved Space Marine, and really, really, really want to know what happened to Captain Titus in the wake of the events of the previous game. Because at the end of the game, Titus gets frickin' arrested. It's been a decade of a character that is beloved, that has been stuck being arrested. So it's been, like I said, it's been a decade, and now we're finally getting something out of it. So I think the best case scenario is somebody in GW knows exactly what they should be doing with Space Marine 2. And from what I don't remember the name of the creators of it, but I saw an interview of them because they did an interview where they said what all was going to happen to Captain Titus, because they talked about he was going to be kicked out of the Ultramarines. He was going to have to do Death Watch stuff. He was going to want revenge. There was this whole thing that was laid out of what they wanted to do in subsequent games, which they weren't able to do because of whatever issues came out. Yeah, he has 4 service studs, and I think I read somewhere that someone calculated that it's likely going to be like 200 years what it came out. He was going to be a chapter master of a new chapter. Like that was, I do recall that. So thank you, Eric. That was, I do remember that being part of like what the plan for the whole thing was going to be. Okay. And I will continue. I'm going to continue my thought process, but now that we have 19 people here, just so you all know, this is a drunk stream. So I have been drinking. At the moment, Attrition is the only one who's made me drink. He put down a 50, made me drink twice. So if you want to put down $25, I will do a shot if you put down $25 for it. if you donate something else, I certainly will. I don't know. I've been drinking cider, so I will certainly drink for lower donations. But just for people who hadn't been here from the beginning, wanted to let you know that. But what I would like to see from the from Space Marine 2 is what I really, really hope, which is GW gets it. They've put people that are really passionate about this project behind it, and they're going to come through and follow through and really slam the hopes and dreams of Space Marine and bring it all the way through and be the kind of game that we want. I know people are like upset that he's Primaris, but I know why people are upset about Primaris stuff, because it's just dumb. It's just like a dumb, weird thing that they have, and that he apparently is a Primaris lieutenant and all this different stuff. Like, I get it. I understand why people are annoyed by it, but I don't know. Like, I feel like I've coped with Primaris already. I feel like I've dealt with this. They've been out for long enough that I've sort of just coped that it's a stupid thing that exists in lore, and it's part of other things coming out. At least Leandros is likely long dead. One of the hopes I have is that we get to find out that I want to know what happens to Leandros for being a complete POS. In the game, I would love for Titus to have a confrontation with Leandros. I know there's a lot of people who are like, Leandros is going to be a servitor, Leandros, F Leandros, F Leandros, F Leandros. Leandros is a character that I love to hate, because I understand why he does what he does. It's like, you've met people like Leandros, and that's like why I think he's interesting. And I would hate for him to kind of just vanish off the face of the earth. If he's like dead before everything happens, I guess I can accept that. But I would like for Leandros to kind of claw his way back, and I would like for Titus to claw his way back and like basically have the last word against Leandros. Okay. Leandros is going to die fighting the Nids. Certainly is a possibility. Primaris model is just a plot to make him bigger, sell bigger models. I've heard that. The story would be cooler if Leandros became like a third company captain, and Titus is technically a rank beneath him because he was out of the chapter for so long. That could be like I like that as like a conflict dynamic, that Leandros really screwed over Titus, and then Titus has to be his subordinate. I think it's a little odd, because it's a thing I can hand wave away. Like, I ain't mad if they're gonna do it, but it is a thing of like, come on, the chapter master needs to know that he's putting Titus under the command of the guy who sold him out, and that's going to cause problems. So, like, in universe, it's a little janky, but it's one of those things that I would be willing to overlook for the sake of character conflict, which is a thing you kind of have to do if you're going to be a Warhammer 40k fan. Well, here's something you hadn't heard. Leandro's going to die fighting. So I can't stay for longer. Need some sleep. Bye. So long, Dr. Steelworth. Don't push yourself. Get some sleep if you need it. Well, here's something you hadn't heard. You have a beautiful voice. Well, thank you, Hawkins. I appreciate the compliment. Do you mean just like my regular speaking voice, or do you mean me doing funny voices? I think my speaking voice is fairly average. Like I don't dislike the way I sound normally. Obviously, if in an ideal world, sort of like I would love for my speaking voice to be like more deep and resonant. Like if I could just be naturally manly without your best is the Orcish War Boss ones. Okay, so you're talking about me doing voices, which is cool. Like I'm cool with that. Yeah, the Orc War Boss, it was a thing. The thing is, if if Dawn of War did not happen, if I had never heard War Boss Gorguts, I would not have picked up the Orc voice because I heard him talking, you know, what is I need your reds for me pointy stick. Doing that, um, uh, is that's like where my orc voice comes from. Like that became the base standard for all my other orcs. Um, so I can't credit the voice actor enough. And I used to know the guy's name because he does other voice stuff. Um, but the voice actor really showed me how to do the orc voice. Um, and it was and one of the unfortunate things about doing funny voices is I don't know how to tell other people how to do the voice. Um, I think it's Old Man Reacts. He's a reaction channel that reacts to a bunch of stuff that I do, and he's talked about like his appreciation for me doing an orc voice, and he's like, I've tried to do orc voices and I just shred my vocal cords. And there is a way to do the orc voice that you don't ruin yourself. Um, I haven't. Snottius going to have an orc voice in the next stream. I haven't settled on what I want to do for Snottius, maximized. I'll figure it out. It'll be a thing I work on, but I'm not going to like reveal it right now. It is a thing that I'm thinking about how to do Snottius once he hits orc. And Snottius has been a very challenging character because I've had to voice him through the various stages of him growing while also making his voice distinct from all of the other snots and grots that are under his command. Like it's pretty crazy. Um, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna come up with a good thing to do for Snottius because I kind of want. It's like yeah, you want him to sort of. I want his voice to be snot and grot and orc all at the same time. And I think I've been going through his development relatively consistently. Um, but yeah, we'll see how it all goes. Um, but kind of getting back to the topic at hand, what I sort of hope for Space Marine 3, or 3, I'm thinking Dawn of War 3, apologies. I'm thinking for Space Marine 2, if they understand what was good about Space Marine 1, and this comes out as a labor of love, I think it's going to be great. Even if it's like, I think what's going to happen, if it's done by the same creative team that did it to begin with, that it's the same people that are like making the next bit happen, they're going to make it good. And I think the Primaris Marine stuff is stuff that's mandated by GW, and they're going to kind of work around it. And I think it's going to be fine. My prediction is that Space Marine 2 is going to at least fulfill everyone's desire for a Space Marine continuation. An arc for Leandros. Okay, here, I'm going to put this up the chat. So nobody likes Leandros. Leandros Leandros is like on the level of Erebus and Lorgar for how hated they are. Let's do a poll of chat. Would people rather see an arc where Leandros realizes what a POS he's been, or would you rather see Leandros get horribly wrecked? Let's go. Who wants to see Leandros wrecked? Who wants to see Leandros go through an arc and realize that he was utterly garbage? Let's see. Arc, common sense. We're going to go arc, reclaim honor. Both is good. Wrecked. So we got some people who want him to have an arc, some people who want both to happen, to both get wrecked and then go through an arc. So get wrecked and then go through the other, wreck and then arc. I think that would be super interesting. I think it would be super interesting for him to get. I want to see him get wrecked by a powerful foe where he reclaims his honor. Smurfs getting the short boot is the best part of their lore. It's one of the reasons why I like the tyrannic invasion of Macragge, because a lot of it is this, like, I don't know how did Calgar lose all of his limbs to the Swarm Lord, or did he lose like 3 of them? Because he got messed up, and that's something I like of when different factions are shown to be vulnerable. When it's like you want people to be badass, but you want threats to be real. And one of the things that I think people don't understand about what... Oops, sorry. I'm moving my thing around. I knocked the little... I'm a dummy. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. I accidentally knocked the wires. But one of the things that I don't think people really understand about making characters badass is realizing that badassery doesn't come from winning every single fight. Badassery comes from being set against insurmountable odds, making it clear that your current skill set is not sufficient alone to defeat these insurmountable odds, and then through your own resourcefulness and maybe a little bit of luck, you're able to overcome stuff. Let's see what else we got. All but one arm. Yeah, arms and 1 leg. That was what I thought. I thought it was 2 arms and one, and he lost a leg. His failure to deviate. That would be cool. So, Amigdio Vargas suggests. So this is. I assume this is for good old Leandros. His failure to deviate from the Codex leads to his defeat. I would love for that to be the case. That Titus clearly recognized the limitations of the Codex and had to deal with an extraordinary situation. I would love to see that. All right, so Ricardo Ospina. So Mary Sue's versus John McClane. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good way of putting it. People who are badass, yeah, they sort of have license to do things that are extraordinary to defeat their foes, but part of their badassness comes from the fact that they are pushed to their limit. People who defeat enemies and are not pushed to their limit are not satisfying protagonists. Leandros was a hated character, but his writing was stellar. I made an homage figure to him. He has 1 arm, 1 leg, and half of his head. The missing parts are bionic. Yeah, Leandros... I put Leandros in the same category that I do as Lorgar. Erebus is like the guy that I freaking hate Erebus because he's he's just awful. He's just awful. He's just ruined everything, and because of circumstance, he was just in the position to ruin everyone's stuff. Lorgar is a complete piece of crap, but he's very human, and I would put that in with Leandros. Of you do understand Leandros's motivations. He is like he is like committed to the things he believes in. He just doesn't have the perspective to like consider the consequences of his actions or like see where the codex clearly can't cover for extraordinary circumstances. All right, let's see what Stev does. Big jumps. What do we got here? Leandros' by-the-book methods get him wrecked, which is where he realizes that he should have listened to the voice of reason of a Marine under his command, or even a guardsman, or him constantly getting challenged in his strict decision-making. Leandros was just jelly because he got bald and Titus had lush hair. I gotta say, Titus has fabulous hair. One of the things I thought, when I looked at the trailer and saw not Leandros, I'm talking about Leandros. When I saw Captain Titus like unveil his face, I thought he kind of looked like he had a potato head. I liked the scars. I liked the like weathered look. I liked the studs. I liked a lot of what was about his face, but his face is like not properly proportional. It was kind of like he had like a weird lumpy potato head face, which I think it's fine that Space Marines don't look like regular people. Like they kind of tend to have really broad chins and are like hyper masculine in a way that seems unnatural. But Titus seems to like have a weird 5 head, and I don't know. He's like he was a little lumpy in the trailer, but that's fine. If the point is for him to be lumpy and kind of bedraggled and old, I'm down with that. That's fine with me. Yeah, new Titus looks off in the skull shape. Lol. To be fair, it was also off in the first game. I didn't see it as much. Maybe I'm crazy, but I didn't think his face looked as weird in the original game. Chat, you guys tell me. Did he look weird in the first game, or is he weirder in the second game? Because I thought he looked a little weird, but like I thought it was like Space Marine weird. Like Space Marines don't look like regular people. So y'all tell me. Is he weirder? Is he weirder in the second game, or was he always weird looking? Weirder in second game, or was he always weird looking? So Ethan R. I wish Karn killed Erebus at the end of Betrayer. Erebus is a character that I think either GW needs to figure out something that he's doing that's interesting, or Erebus needs to be part of an arc where he gets absolutely wrecked and killed. I think Erebus, if they don't have anything to do with him, I think the most satisfying thing would be for him to get killed. Preferably after he's like, you know, a duplicitous POS, lies, cheats, steals, like F's everyone over, F's over his own people, F's over other Chaos guys, is just the worst dude ever. And eventually it comes to bite him in the backside. Either do that or figure out how he's useful in the current setting. What is he doing? make him do something or kill him off is kind of my attitude um, towards Erebus, because I think Erebus is he's a great hate magnet. He's an excellently constructed hate magnet, but you kind of need the payoff of the hate, which is he continues to make you hate him for basically continuing to act with impunity and getting away with, to continue to be a POS and get away with it, so you can like hate him even more. Or you want to start his story down the path where he gets wrecked because he's because he's garbage and people hate him for it. Find on Google 2 consistent screenshots of Captain Titus's head. I dare you. It's a mighty challenge, Eric. Sarvin, never really noticed any weirdness. Could just be me not paying attention to the proportions. It just seemed weird with the. I didn't notice it in the original game. I did play that a little bit, but you're mostly looking at Titus, the back of Titus's head, and seeing his face is mostly cinematic. Let the hate flow. It appears in your anger you killed her. All right. So I've been continuing to sip drink, but for those of you who are new, who are here, we now have 23 people. Just a reminder, if you want to donate $25 bucks, I will do a shot. Boop. I will do a shot for the stream. If you guys are like, hey, that's way too much, I'm down to knock it down a little bit. I don't want to make things super expensive for you guys to not, I don't want to squeeze money out of you. If you think that's too high, part of it is I want to do shots as people pay for them, but I also don't want to kill myself. So I'm a little afraid. That's why I had it set at 25. But I'm just letting you guys know for going forward in the future. Just reiterating for anyone who's new. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Space Marine 2. Hopefully it is made with the understanding of what made the first one good and is building off of the legacy of Space Marine. I also kind of wanted to talk about my channel. You can keep talking about Space Marine. I'll certainly loop around back to it if that's what chat wants to talk about. But I did want to talk a little bit about my channel and some things that are an issue with my channel and why things kind of are the way they are. I am kind of in a crunch as far as time is concerned. That partially contributes to why I'm doing a stream now as opposed to my normal time. Granted, we did have friends come over and they were visiting, so I wasn't about to go do a stream while they were here. One of the people who had come over to visit and do friend stuff was the artist who did my my avatar, the two pieces of art that made up my avatar over the past couple years. And by a couple, I literally mean 2 years. But I thought maybe it would be fun for them to come and kind of join the conversation. You could ask them questions, and it would be kind of me and them bantering back and forth. But they didn't seem super comfortable with the idea. I think they're dealing with some of their own issues. It was nice to have a fun time and to do fun things, but I didn't want to push them they were one of my ideas for having a stream was to have them along. All right, Ricardo Ospina, buy yourself a 6-pack or 12-pack of your favorite beverage. Never go to your streams. I never go to your streams or give any money. I appreciate the donation, Ricardo. Many, many thanks. And I think this is going to be my third shot. I've been going for 50 minutes, and 3 shots in a fairly short amount of time might be a problem. So there's the shot, and because you guys are champions, let's get the Buttman. It is, in fact, a Buttman shot. Let's do this. Don't take a shot if you don't want. I'm taking the shot. Y'all pay you. If I am at the point where I'm like, oh, please don't make me do this, I'm going to throw up or be sick, I will tell you all. Wow. That one burned in a way that I hadn't had before. Maybe it was just a weird way I swallowed. I don't know. Thank you very much, Ricardo, for the donation. I will continue to entertain my fans, to provide entertainment to the masses as I continue to get more and more progressively drunk. I don't mind drunk streams. It is a case of the entertainment is making a mess of myself. So what brand? I'm drinking rum, and I'm drinking Sailor Jerry's. I don't know. Let's do a poll right now. Sailor Jerry's, is that a thing that any of you have heard of or is available where you guys are? Because let's go ahead. You guys are asking. They aren't paying me, but I like Sailor Jerry's. Nope. I can't fit it in the thing. I can't fit it in the screen. I can't back it up more. So Ricardo's coming in. Don't take a shot if you don't want. It's money for Og, the Greenskins, and Heart of Iron. That's cool. I'm glad you like Heart of Iron. Heart of Iron's kind of mid-tier as far as popularity goes, but that's pretty cool. Sailor Jerry's is so okay. Here's the story of Sailor Jerry. Sailor Jerry was a tattoo artist, and there's a lot of Sailor Jerry style inspired tattoos. They have fairly thick lines, and it's a lot of like mermaids and island girls and things like that. It's a lot of things that sailors got. So that then became the basis for this rum. All right, Pink Gibbous coming in with the donation. Hi, No Man. Congrats on the soon-to-be 15K subs. I'm glad to be able to come to a stream. I was sort of hoping that people who wouldn't normally be able to come to the stream would be able to come to this one. Because as much as I want to keep a regular schedule, usually Friday, I'm busy at this time. I'm doing something, or I'm unconscious. But because of the schedule stuff, I am able to stream right now and keep y'all hopefully entertained with me getting progressively more and more intoxicated. So chat, how am I doing? Am I slurring myself at this point? Are you able to tell how drunk am I from the way I sound? Because I feel okay, but let's hear what we have from chat. Jordan Rago with $5. Common rule of rum: the lower the rank of brand, the better the alcohol. Admiral Nelson is garbage. Captain is okay. Sailor is better. Also, congrats. Thank you very much. That's basically like the complete line right there. So I have a counterpoint to Jordan because Admiral Nelson to me is like the thing I buy if I intend to mix it. If I'm just mixing it and I don't care about it and I just need a lot of it, Admiral Nelson is serviceable. But Admiral Nelson isn't the worst. Oh my goodness, there are like you can drop the price of Admiral Nelson by $5 and start getting into the rum that tastes like it came out of like a medical facility. There's a class of rum that I would put at what I refer to as this tastes like Band-Aids and antiseptic is what I would say. And Admiral Nelson, I'm not going to defend Admiral Nelson. If you say it's not good, I'm not going to defend it. It's not a great rum, but it's not the worst. I've had rum that I have had a shot of, and it nearly came right back up, not because I was drunk, but because it tasted like medical waste. It was awful. I'm losing so all right, you're tipsy, you're good, sound sober, you're losing focus just a bit. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. A little tipsy. Derpity derp. Citizen, are you putting an unregulated amount of corpse flour on your sanctioned ration bar? Yeah, I am. I'm a rebel. You can't stop me. Have I tried grog? No, I've never actually tried grog as an official drink. Because my understanding of grog is it's like watered down rum with like lemon and lime in it. Lemon or lime? I think it's mostly lime, which is why the Brits were called limeys, because they were given rations of grog, which contained lime. But I don't know that much. You sound like you have a buzz. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm feeling right now. What would an Orc brand rum taste like? An Orc brand rum wouldn't taste like anything. What is the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy drink? The Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster, which is like being hit in the head with a gold brick. It's like hit in the head with a gold brick wrapped in some kind of leaf or something. I would say that is kind of, it's like remove the sophistication from that, and that is like what an orc drink is. Orc drinks are like just high alcoholic content and really hard to stomach. That would be what I would say. Love your work. Big fan from Mongolia. Hey, right back at you, big BG Sam. I hope you liked the orcs discuss Genghis Khan. They were very fond of Genghis Khan. I think Mongolia is super rad. And oh goodness, I can't do it now, but I have actually been trying to practice Mongolian throat singing, and I got it to work once. But like, if you guys, crap, oh boy, now I've brought it up. I feel like I need to do it. Goodness, I'm like drunk, and it takes me like 5 tries to get it sounding right, but I can actually do the Mongolian throat singing sounding thing. All right, so BG Sam, clearly being Mongolian, you are the one who like knows what the heck this is supposed to sound like. So I'm gonna give it a shot and maybe make a fool out of myself. But I'm gonna give it a try because I'm here to entertain you. I'm not going to throw up. I'm not even close to throwing up. I do not feel sick at all. But let's see. So, All right. You're going to basically hear me make a bunch of weird noises until I get it sounding right. So I'm just going to go. I'm going to go. Here we go. It's not right. It's not right. It's not on it. It kind of sounds like it. That's not right. I need to find the frickin'. I'm going to look up actual throat singing because I know what the sound is, and I'm not doing it right. I'm not doing it right. I'm absolutely not doing it right. I'm not doing it right. That's not right. That's not right. Here we go. I'm listening to it now on my own thing. Okay, that's what it sounds like. I didn't do it right. All right, here we go. Hey, no, it's not it. Too deep. I'm going to make weird noise until I get it right. That is the best I can do at the moment. It is close. See if I'm gonna see if I can make. It's close. It's not quite right. Not quite. It's not quite right. It's not quite right. It's not quite right. I've done it before and I've hit the tone perfectly. I'm not quite getting it. I'm not quite getting it. Well, BG Sam says, man, you are talented. It's not quite right. It is not quite right. And I know there were a couple different kinds of throat singing. And I can get like the one what I've hit is one kind and I can't remember the name of it. And then there's like a couple different other kinds of throat singing. But I do not regret giving it a shot. I have actually contemplated trying to do throat singing for a video, but I don't know the language, so it's hard for me to like do my own thing and try to repeat what Mongolian sounds like when I do not know a word of Mongolian. All right, what do we got? Let's see what. Stop trying to summon Scarbrand on an orc world. My man's slowly becoming a white scar. Sounds close. Some poor guy is going to join the stream and be blasted by this. I have no regrets. Try it on the U. Man is surprisingly good. Man, you are talented. You almost had a second voice on that one. Who is Nurgle? Who is calling me at this hour? Just waiting for lemon-scented napkins to take off. Where are we? By the way, brother Noman, you got me on Norman on there. Your videos are great, though I'd stop by and say +1 shield. Thank you, Shinobi-wan. Hawkins, no man is just drunk. That's his power. I'm tipsy. I'm respectable. I'm not embarrassing myself yet. I can totally drink until I embarrass myself. I would say 2 more shots and I'm going to be embarrassing. 2 more shots and I'm gonna make myself embarrassed. But, you know. Space Marines 2 looks cool as funk. True. Gonna have to sell hundreds of chickens to buy a PlayStation 5. It does look very cool. From what I've seen, it looks really neat. I'm not super excited by GW. I don't know. It's not a graphics thing that I'm looking for, but like I am pretty interested in what they got. You need to use that sound for some sort of orc video, perhaps a Growing the Tribe stream. Okay, so one of the things about Growing the Tribe, this is one of the things I want to talk about. Growing the Tribe is very time intensive to make the non-stream episodes, because I have to basically go through the entire stream, take the events of the stream, and then write a script, and then do all the voice work and record everything. It's just a longer process to do. I want to get back into it. I want to get a Growing the Tribe episode up very soon and have another stream of Growing the Tribe. But with the holidays, with school, with a bunch of other things that are going on, it's very difficult to spend that amount of time to give you guys the good content, I suppose. Lil tried to super chat, but apparently broke already. I vote 2 more shots. 2 more. I can't take 2 more shots for free. I'm gonna get sick. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give a good swig of my Angry Orchard. All right, for you guys, I'm gonna take my Angry Orchard, which is currently about half. I'm gonna take it down to a quarter. So let's take some healthy swigs from the Angry Orchard and get this drunk stream a little drunker. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, I could take a little bit more. All right. No, man, I want to thank you for your Krieg and Valhalla Ice Warriors series. Those are my favorite. Before you're too drunk. Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate that. That is something that I'm pretty proud of. I really like the Krieger. I wish I had better sound quality while I was recording it, because I recorded a lot of the Krieger when I was transitioning from basically talking into the external mic of my machine without a decent mic. And then I had my regular mic, and I didn't have a pop guard for it. So I really like the Krieger. I really, really, really like the Krieger. But when I listen to it, it's hard for me because I think the audio quality isn't good, which is like a dumb thing. Dumb question. Do you own your own art? I bought the art for my avatar. And there's a couple pieces of art that I've commissioned, but most of the art that you see that is the static image or like slightly static slideshow, those are not mine. Those are like, usually it's GW, but if it's art from an artist, I try to credit them. If it's not I credit GW with all this. Like, I have a standard form for like GW owns Warhammer and they own this art. It's not mine. And then if it's a piece of fan art, I try to credit the fan art unless it's like, there've been a couple of times where it's like memes where it's been circulated through Warhammer fandom so much I don't know where it's from or who owns it. So, but much thanks to Ethan R. I am glad you have dug deep into my stuff and seen Krieg. and they're Albrecht's. What is it? It's Albrecht's or Albrecht's. I don't remember what it's called, but they're. I use the art for the Valhallans, but it is actually a story that was based on a custom army that was created by one of my fans when I had like 100 subscribers. And for my like hooray, I got 100 subscribers extravaganza, I was like, hey, give me your story ideas or uh, give me your units and I'll make a story about it. And that came out with Albrecht's. It's spelled Albrecht, but there's no name. It's Albrecht. It's Albrecht is the German word for it. But he then said the guys were Finnish, but that's not a Finnish. It was a big mess. It was weird. But Albrecht's Kodiaks were based on a fan thing, and so was Gitsley Escapes from Komarov. Gitsley is based on a fan's home army, so that was where that came from. You may say you were blessed to use my art. Yes, Eric has provided a fair amount of art, and he's actually provided very important art on a number of occasions. He's given me Og the Ogren art. He's given me a couple of Snottius pieces of art. He's given me a bunch of stuff just out of his own generosity, out of like fan enthusiasm. So, Eric, I don't know if you have like a Patreon or something that people can support. You have said that you like weren't satisfied with your art, that you didn't feel it was good enough or it was whatever enough. But I don't know. Because I don't think you can post a. I don't think you can post a website. But you can message me, and I would love to actually point people in your direction for commissions and other things. So that might be a thing that comes later. But Eric has done a bunch of work, and he actually most recently did a piece for Growing the Tribe, which is going to feature in the next episode as released that isn't part of the stream. Because I basically release episodes that are stream summaries, and Eric did an excellent piece of art that, in the wake of the last episode of Growing the Tribe. So, what else we got? Doodly doo. I remember the first time I saw your videos, it was the third episode of Depurium. Depurium is like a really nice series. I really like Depurium. It is not my idea. It's one of the things I want to say constantly is there are so many people that have Orc Imperium ideas. I think the most popular thing is the Orcperium, which I still don't think is official. I still think it's a fan creation, but it is an Orc civilization that basically modeled itself after the Imperium, that came to believe that the symbols of the Imperium conveyed like strength or something. So the idea behind Depurium is not new. There's a ton of people who have done models that are Orc Imperium sort of things. They're, Grots dressed up like commissars, or orcs dressed like space marines, or whatever have you. There's a bunch of it, but it's so common that it's not a single person that I feel I can like cite and be like, this is the person. I basically want to say that orcs cosplaying as Imperials is not my idea. That there's a bunch of people that do that, and but it is one of my. Depurium is a series that I think I really enjoy the idea of Depurium, and it has spun off into Orcs Discuss and like a bunch of other sort of ideas that I really like. But it's not my idea. The whole thing is not my idea, and I don't want to like sort of take that perspective. Attrition with $25, and 25 is the number to get me to drink. All right, here we go. Attrition, what you got to say? Not only did I get a ridiculous raise at work, I am also now a legit Scottish lord. So take another shot. Oh, I have seen that advertised. Where you like buy a foot of land in Scotland, and because of shenanigans rules, you become a lord because you own any kind of land in Scotland. All right, attrition. I'm going to show you boop, the empty shot, and I'm going to show the shot getting filled. Watch out. Oop, there we go. And I will take that for attrition. Attrition, you can explain, but I think what you're talking about is the buying the foot of land. If you are actually a Scottish lord, then boy oh boy do you need to explain. And I'll let you do that while I'm taking this shot right here. So, bloop. So to the Germans, Prost. To the Celts, Slanche. To the English, cheers. Blop. Woohoo! No, butt man. Butt man. Butt man. Butt man. All right, here we go. Explain attrition, but do you own a kilt? Yep, a few. Me too, and I'm Polish. Got a bottle of Baron Jaeger, and I'll drink with ya. Love your stories. Props from the clowns. Whoop whoop. Oh man! Holy cow! Do I have a juggalo in our midst? Do we have a Logan Williams? Are you a juggalo? Do I have juggalo support? No hate. I didn't expect it. There are realms of the world and the internet that I did not expect. Oh boy. Okay, I'm feeling it. Time to make myself look stupid. Excuse me. For those of you who are not in the know, who are not sophisticated and been down for 15 years, fam, clown love. Oh my goodness, Logan is down with the clown. Props to you. Much thanks for the donate. Much thanks. Hey, that was one of the things that I did run into. I am not myself a juggalo. But I did meet a juggalo who I was part of a LARP, And, we had foam swords and dressed up like orcs and fought people and had a good time. And one of the guys who joined our side was a juggalo, and our orc banner was an orc skull, the yield, the orc skull with the big eye and the little eye and the big jaw. And then we had two crossed cleavers, which didn't have anything to do with anything. But literally, the guy who was a juggalo was like, man, that group has two crossed cleavers, and I'm all about cleavers. So I'm down with you guys. I'm down with the clown, so I'm down with you guys. And you know what? He was enthusiastic. He was a good dude. I didn't see him a whole lot after that, but we had a fun time with him. So from my personal experience with juggalos, I haven't had a negative experience with them. Dude seemed cool. Dude seemed cool. Yes. If you are the Insane Clown Posse, the fans of the Insane Clown Posse are called juggalos. And one of the things that kind of is their thing is there's like a dude running with a hatchet. And a lot of juggalos get that tattooed on them, and that was a thing that I saw with the guy, is like a dude with the hatchet. The hatchet man is like a juggalo thing. Yeah, it's an American thing for a band called the Insane Clown Posse. If I got any Germans listening in, my understanding was there were Germans who were into the Insane Clown Posse as well. Anybody who's non-American who knows about the Insane Clown Posse? But it is what it is. It is what it is. If there's one thing that I'm not about in my channel, is I'm not about like judging people for what they like, because you know what, I am a fanfic. I'm a fanfic YouTuber who does funny voices for the fanfics that I write, and occasionally does things that are like short and dumb, just more like memes, but they're like fanfic memes. So what kind of music? Yeah, clown, murder rap, metal. It's like metal, rap, murder, violence, sex, everything. It is a lot of violence, and it is a lot of I remember when I was in university. I'm old. I mean, I am currently 36, about to turn 37. But when I was in university, I would call it college. But those of you who are in Europe, who are staying up until like 6 in the morning to listen to me, I'm a fan thick. No man, 2021. I'm pretty thick. I got a nice backside. No, y'all are not gonna see my butt on the stream. Y'all are not gonna see anything but my hands. No, I am fan thick, but that's my own opinion. But no, the heck we got frickin' sidetracked onto the frickin' Insane Clown Posse. All right, so y'all been here long enough. It's time for me to start selling my. Look, Cameron Christensen's got it right. I got to start selling my bath water. If you guys wanna, I'm gonna put it up on my I don't even know what the heck I'd be. Where do you sell bathwater on? I can't sell it on because I have Teespring, which is where you guys can buy merch. But I can't. I don't think it can be like here's bathwater. Buy my bathwater. How did Belle Delphine? I mean, I guess she just had like a crap ton of money, so that's what she did. Eric Rayner coming up. Rammstein is excellent. German sounds like the language of war, so singing metal in German sounds perfect. I'm actually a big Rammstein fan, and one of the things that I have accepted about Germans is Germans freaking hate Rammstein. They hate Rammstein. And one of the things, and I think it's because Rammstein is super simple. Like the things they say are very, very simple. They're simple, simple, simple German. And all of their fame comes from like international audiences. So like the fact that what they say is simple, it like sounds stupid to Germans, but to people who don't speak German, it is like the right kind of simple to get across a very impactful message. Is that just dumb? Is that just dumb? Maybe. I'm taking a look at chat right now, seeing if any. I see people laughing. All right, all right, all right. We got do hast mish. All right, let me. Can I? Oh shit! I don't remember. Pardon the swearing, but I'm trying to remember the. I can't remember the lead singer's name. I think that's just because I'm intoxicated. The Rammstein lead singer's name. But let me see if I can do how well I can do Du Hast. All right, here we go. Du Du hast mich. Du hast mich gefragt. Du hast mich gefragt. Du hast mich gefragt, hätte ich mich gesagt. And then I don't remember what. Nine. Nine. And I can't remember what they're actually saying. Non, Luftballon. 99 Balloons in German was a hit in the US. The English version did not chart. I think part of it is German can occasionally be succinct. You know, or I think there's sometimes you make a song that just doesn't translate. No, Luftballon. And I don't remember what I can't remember how. I just remember no, and Luftballon. I don't remember how the rest of the song goes. But I remember hearing the German version, and it sounds much more bouncy and fun. And some of it is just like the pacing of the language. Here we go. Guess what this means in German? Der Schmetterling flog über die Schnittlauch. The butterfly flew over the chives. Oh, the Schmetterling flog. Yeah, I knew that. I knew the Schmetterling. I knew that was. Now that you say it, I knew that was Schmetterling. Remember, is butterfly. Flug is über, over, the. I didn't know Schnittlauch, but I didn't know that was chives. I don't think people generally learn what the frick chives are in German. Vanguard. What's going on, Vanguard? I ain't seen you so far. How's it going? I know it was a song about 99 balloons causing nuclear war. Yeah, it was awesome. It's like, I really, really like 99 Red Balloons. It's a really cool song. It's a really cool song, and it does sort of, I think it highlights how incompetence can cause suffering. Because if you are the Mr. Important, in charge person who makes everyone do stuff, if you're a dictator, you get to decide what happens, but if you don't know what the frick is going on, you're going to mess everything else up. Yes, for those of you who have not been here the entire time, I'm drinking. I still think I'm tipsy. I don't think I'm embarrassingly drunk yet. For those of you who have not heard, you can donate $25 and make me do a shot. I am generally kind of drinking during this whole thing, but if you want to donate $25, you can make me do a shot, which might make me go to a point where I'm too drunk to stream. So, you know. So, what's the occasion, Vanguard? Why am I doing a drunk stream? I'm doing a drunk stream, A, because it's about to hit 15,000, B, because I did not have enough time to prepare for a different stream, because I had friends who came over, and I wasn't able to stream until, I'll wait a lot later, so that is what it is. Almost 15,000 subs for the occasion. All right. We're gonna do the official count. I'm gonna check my phone right now and see what the total is currently. Currently, I am 14,994. I am 6 away from the 15K count. So, clearly what needs to happen is all of you, my loyal fans, my wonderful, beautiful, incredibly irresistible, sexy fans, have to bully everyone they know into subscribing to No Man. Because clearly if they subscribe to me, they will receive the purpose and meaning in their life that they have been missing this entire time. If people subscribe to No Man, they will, provided they are of the right disposition, people who subscribe to No Man are totally the sort of people who are very wise. They're able to overcome any kind of obstacle. They're able to succeed no matter what the world throws at them. They're just very willful people who never get sad, never get mad, never get anxious. They're just excellent sort of people. All right, Ricardo's talking to me, and so is Eric. That's a ping. Question for the chat and No Man. What should be the first thing I try to print with my new 3D printer? Something valuable. That's all I got for you, Ricardo. Print something worth printing. Eric, and we are near Nomanicus phase of being drunk. We are not near Nomanicus, Germanicus, Banana Fanophofanicus, Me My Momanicus, Primus levels of drunk, because if we were that level of drunk, I would be incredibly insecure. I would be so insecure, and right now I am I am cruising and feeling comfortable and feeling just wonderful. I need to pee a little bit, so I might do that shortly. I'm going to finish my cider. And actually, all right, I'm going to read more No Man stuff. Been spreading No Man propaganda on 9gag for a long time. I appreciate every kind of propaganda you can spread. Vanguard, No Man, can you do a shot for me? My birthday's tomorrow. Well, technically now, since it's the 11th. All right. Vanguard, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go to the bathroom. And because it's your birthday tomorrow, I'm going to do a shot. Normally, I'm like, hey, give me a $25 donation, and I'll do a shot. But you know what? I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do it because you asked. I'm going to do it because I'm drunk and because I don't have good decision making right now. So, chat, if you are willing to wait for me for, however long it takes me to run upstairs and, evacuate my liquids that need to be evacuated, we'll see how everything goes. All right, here we go. I'm going to go do it. And I'm going to try to remember what the heck I was asked to do. We'll figure it out. It's great. I'm going to go pee. I'll be back in 1 second. All right. What shenanigans have you guys gotten up to while I'm gone? What's going on? What? Goodness, hold on. There's a lot of chat going on. All right. You know what the important thing is? Rose Park donated $5, and I'm gonna focus on Rose Park. There's a lot of talking, and I appreciate that you guys entertain yourself, but here we go. Whew. Here we go. Rose Park with the $5. The Church of No Man, all. Hold on. The Church of No Man, all shall know. Now? Now it. Yes. Skaven for life. P.S. You're awesome. Your post is confusing, but Rose Park, I appreciate your donation. Thank you very much. And I think we have another one. Ricardo Ospina. Could you do something cool in Nomanicus Voice? Also, maybe drink some water and eat something so you don't die. That might be a thing I go do, is get myself some water. So let me see if I can do the Nomanic. See, the thing about the Nomanicus Voice is it is me doing a deep voice, and then the voice is then taken and slowed down and pitched even lower so that it sounds like super deep and manly and ridiculous. However, that being said, I can't deny the request of somebody who's paid me. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I'm going to go down as deep as I can and try to do the Nomanicus Voice. Here we go. I am Nomanicus Germanicus Bananaphanaphofanicus, me my Momanicus Primus, and no one can defeat me. Everyone knows I am incredibly cool and get with all of the really, really hot babes. That is the unmodified Nomanicus Voice. If it's not quite as high pitched, deeply pitched as the episodes, it's because I can't go that deep. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yo, we have a new strat. Get no man drunk and we have him read a confusing post. Sure. You can get me drunk. I'm drunk. By my own estimation, I am solidly drunk. I've had 3, if not 4 shots of rum. I had an entire bottle of cider, and I am beginning my next. I'm going to go ahead and make myself a rum and coke, so I have something to drink that is not overwhelming. And if people would like to make me drink something that's overwhelming, I still think that $25, 25 American dollars, is enough. Now, if you're like, hey, I'm going to put in my own country's bucks that don't quite match up to that, I'm willing to do it for something close. But I am a human being, and I can only drink so much before I wreck myself. And I do technically need to work tomorrow. But you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is tomorrow's problems. 24 people in chat. I think that's awesome. For those of you who are listening to hear what I think about the new Space Marines 2 coming out, I am excited. I think the original Space Marine was not groundbreaking, but it was really good. And I still point to Space Marine and Dawn of War and Warhammer Total War and this whatever the Skaven one is, something Vermintide. Those are the ones that they ought to model their future things off of. All right, the Kilo Project. Thanks for all the laughs you've given me. Keep up the great work. Much appreciated for the $10. All right, that's not a shot, but I have refilled. That's all rum and coke. Bloop! Look at my face getting all weird and stretched out. That's a rum and coke. I'm going to give a healthy drink to that. So thank you, the Kilo Project. I do not think that is awesome. Hawkins yells loud noises. What isn't awesome? Sarah, I know you've been around for a little bit. I've seen you around. Like, appreciation to you, Sarah. There aren't many girls who are following my channel. What do you mean? What do you think is not awesome? Okay, got banned user. At no man, with respect, mate, those are rookie numbers when it comes to booze. Well, banned user, when you're a grown up and you like need to do shit, um, drinking a fuck ton is generally not a good idea, and it's hard to like wake up and do things that your obligations mean you have to do. And I'm not dissing you, like, not dissing you. I've been there. I know that kind of thought process, but I am a gentleman. I consider myself a gentleman who has a YouTube channel, who works, and who also attends grad school. And as far as I'm concerned, I've had 3 shots and a cider, and I've been drinking before this stream started. Prior to the stream starting, maybe 3 drinks, various mixed drinks. So I've been drinking for a long time, long time. And as far as being like, hey, your drinking is rookie numbers, I will accept that from a Russian. If Russians like, hey, your drinking is rookie numbers, I'd be like, you know what? You're Russian. However, I am also 36 years old. I'm married. I have a job. I'm also in school for grad school. I got a limit, and I can't really manipulate that limit, because if I do, I'm getting freaking drunk all the time to build up my resistance to being drunk. So, much appreciation for, quote, banned user calling me rookie numbers, but I got a big boy life, and big boy life means not always drinking all the time. Hawkins, I'm reading things that people say at No Man because that's easier to see. Thoughts on Ratman in the sewers whispering bad words and that you need to drink water? I'll drink water. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay. Like I said, I'm a big boy. I can handle my drunkenness. Sometimes I can't handle my drunkenness, but like that's my own stupid fault. I'll drink water before I go to bed. Sarah coming in. Also not a girl. Funny story. I was obsessed with Bella Sarah, the horse game, as a child and never could change my username. I've never gotten drunk, so maybe I have a skewed perception I should. Sarah, not a girl, continuing to not be a girl. You know what, Sarah? Sarah, who is not a Sarah, you are upon the many thousands of people who are subscribed to my channel who are not, in fact, female, despite any indication of their username to the contrary. What is it? I think it is. I think it's a little bit more than 1% of the people that view my channel are female, which I think is pretty normal for Warhammer. Hawkins states that he is in fact a beautiful princess, and he is male, yes. All right, Hawkins, you got to replace Sarah. Get up there for princess of the channel. Heavy is a pretty princess. Yes, you are. Now Hawkins is currently princess. somebody's recommend. Sarah, I recommend you to my female friends, though. Sarah, I love you to pieces. Sarah 3346. I love you to pieces. But girls do not like Warhammer 40k because Warhammer 40k is extremely brutal, extremely bleak, and does not involve people getting along. And that's not to say that there are no girls that enjoy playing Warhammer 40k as a war game, but I will say that 1% of my viewing people are in fact female. And that's fine. It's a thing that it's just what it is. And it's kind of what I know to be true about Warhammer is this is my TLDR about why guys like Warhammer and girls don't, is like girls want things to be pleasant. They want things to not be horrible. And guys see them again, guys like don't do that. I don't know what it is about men and women that makes it different, but that seems to be awfully very clear. Ricardo, my heavy bolter identifies as princess. That's your bolter's business. I'm very certain. I'm oh shoot, I'm getting drunk. I'm having trouble reading things. Brand user, I'm 35, married and employed, UK COVID lockdown. Again, so drinking. Well, we have something in common. Except the difference is I am talking to a bunch of other people, and they occasionally pay me to drink. I'd recommend starting your own stream and being like, hey, if you pay me, I'll drink more. Especially when your intention was to drink to begin with. Because, people might pay you to drink. I feel drunk. I do feel drunk. But you know what? That's fine. I am here for the entertainment of the people. And you know who the people are? The people. The glorious metaphorical people are the 21, previously 22 people who are listening to the streams. They are the people. They are the people who matter. Hey, no man, did you get the idea of a drunk stream for Major Kill? A little bit, but it's not a new idea. I saw Major Kill do a drunk stream while he was playing the Warhammer Total War Warhammer, whatever the frick it's called, and he was drunk and playing Total War Warhammer. And it's a thing I have considered playing or doing, where I get the program that lets you stream and show everybody what you're doing and do all that fun stuff. I certainly could do that and talk while I'm doing it. I don't think that Major Kill is the only person to inspire me to do this. Major Kill's an interesting kind of dude. Because I was not all about Major Kill until he mellowed out a little bit. Because I thought he was a little bit of an edgelord, and I thought his stuff suffered because he was an edgelord. But as he's gotten older, he's kind of phased out Timmy, which was one of the things that was kind of like a staple to his stuff. And I'm not a hypersensitive person. I'm not like, you can't make fun of that sort of thing. I don't know. I just didn't think the jokes were funny, at least for a while. But Major Kill is one of the Warhammer 40k YouTubers that has changed a lot, and as a result has gotten my subscription. And I'm not trying to be like, hey, you can't make fun of, mentally disabled people, but I thought he at some point hit a point where it just wasn't funny. So it is what it is. All right, what we got from talking? All right, from Hawkins, I thought D&D stuff on Twitch stream or something with else works. Other nationalities will die with such a business plan. Hey, who you calling a person? Certainly not Morton. I apologize, Morton. Morton Theo Cole? I apologize, Morton. I didn't mean to call you a person. I apologize. But Major Kill has a nice body, not gonna lie. He's super fit. I wish I was that fit. I ain't too soggy, but I'm not Major Kill. I don't have abs. I would like to have abs, but I'm also drinking a lot right now, which are impacting my abs. Drunk streams and videos have been fairly relevant for a while, especially with gaming channels. Yeah, I've seen that a bunch. I don't think it's uncommon. All right, Ricardo Ospina, going to bed. Have a nice night. Good night. Have well. You do well. Do good. Eric Rayner, butt face of Krieger. Then William Clark. Yeah, but true, but don't like his attitude towards the other creators. Oh, are you talking still about Major Kill? I don't care. If he wants to shit on the creators, I don't care. If he's passing them, I don't mind that being part of his brand, that he's a shitbag about it. Whatever. He's winning. His brand is to be kind of an asshole. I don't care. I don't care. Holy bleep, YouTube, let's change your channel name freely now. So cool. Major Kill is a bit of an edgelord. Timmy was never funny, but like the consistency of his efforts. Timmy was never funny, and I think Major Kill kind of knows that. He keeps Timmy around because his base, his subscribers, the people that watch his stuff, kind of expect Timmy, but I also sort of think that he kind of doesn't dig Timmy anymore and has kept him around as long as necessary, because Timmy is sort of a remnant of when he was 18 and saying curse words. I like Major Kill. I think he is one of the guys that I have very much appreciated his growth as a channel, that I think he's gotten better as he's gone on. Everyone else who's talking about stuff? Bella Sarah, which is Sarah but Bella, clearly. Guys, why have y'all only given No Man 27 likes on his videos? Yeah, clearly this stream, despite having more than 27 people on it at some point, clearly, thank you. Bella Sarah 3346 successfully shamed somebody, and to get, all right, we're up to 30 now. We're up to 30 now. Those of you that have liked it, 31, those of you who have liked it can absolve yourself from shame. 32, let's put some respect on Bella Sarah's name, because we're at 32 likes. We have shamed those who have not liked the stream to giving some likes to us. Rose Spark, as the representative of the Under Imperium, have come to greet you all man things. Yes, yes. Rose Spark, I gotta say, I dig your jam as a Skaven. I think Skaven are great. I think Skaven are hilarious. I think Skaven are super important for Warhammer Fantasy. And I think they are hilarious. And I wouldn't say no to Skaven showing up in Warhammer 40k. I think it'd be a little bit of a wrangle, but it's not like Beastmen aren't already in 40k, and everyone kind of wants people to forget that happened. But you know, why not? Why not Skaven? Why not Skaven? All right, so we're at 33 likes. 23 people have been here, and I know a lot of people have been here and left. So I think you all need to really feel acutely guilty and give me them likes, because clearly, by sitting here and being a drunken embarrassment, I totally deserve more likes for the nonsense that I'm doing. For the nonsense that I'm doing. All right. Currently, my plan is to finish this drink. I have in my hand. I made myself a rum and coke. That will be my drink, and I'm going to basically keep streaming until I'm out of this drink, and then I'm going to wind down and start to head to bed. But it is what it is, and I appreciate those who have stuck around to talk about stuff and hang out. So I think I'm going to put it to chat. If you have any questions about my channel, or like a different series, or anything you want to ask about, go ahead and ask about it now. So Hawkins has highlighted me. I'll only like your video if you vote for me for mayor of the Underhives. And Hawkins is talking about the Governor Greg series, which has been heavily involved in the different the different people who've been participating in the streams, as well as role plays, but kind of behind the scenes. Ah, crap. Okay. So everyone who's listening right now, I just got hit in the middle of the forehead with being really, really drunk. And I think I'm going to start landing this plane. If y'all put in money now, I can't take another shot. I've been going for a while. I have been drinking with my friends before I started streaming, and I was hanging out with them, and I just felt a sledgehammer go to the middle of my forehead and be like, do not drink more than what you have. So I'm going to chill out. I'm going to finish my drink. I am still going to be a drunken idiot for your amusement, but I think if I drink more, I'm like, it's not that I'm not, like, I'll probably stop the stream at the same time, but I'll stop it because I'm puking on the floor. I have my limits. I'm not going to push it beyond that. So Bella, dear old Bella Sarah, ouch! Do not hit your head, no man. I'm taking it. I'm gonna land this plane by hook or by crook. No man, can you do a Gene Stealer cult series? They're my current faction I'm playing in tabletop, and would love to hear you do a story with them. They're part of the Og, not Og. They're part of Greg the Ogren doing stuff. So they're gonna feature somewhat in that. But that's not to say I won't ever do a Gene Scaler or Tyranid like cult story. I might do that at some point. Oh boy, I got really hit. I got really hit bad. Sorry. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not feeling great. I've had enough to drink, and it's hit me hard enough that I'm not feeling good. So I think I'm going to cut it off here. I think I'm going to draw back, finish up my drink, and drink some water. I appreciate all of you who have donated. I appreciate all of you who have, commented and had a lot of fun. I am going to go drink some water. I'm going to go take care of myself and not wreck myself permanently. Tomorrow, I do not have to be up until a lot later, but it is important that I go to bed at a reasonable time. But I think I have a very distinct feeling of my body's like, don't keep going, you idiot. Don't keep going. So I'm going to cut off. If you want to donate now, you're certainly welcome to, but I don't think I'm going to drink more. But I thank everyone for joining me in this, having a good time, talking about some Space Marine 2. Of course, those of you who donated, I very much appreciate. It means a lot to me that I have people who are supportive. Eric, I'm going to say this once. I'm going to say this nicely, and I'm hoping YouTube doesn't shut me down for this because it's 2 hours into the stream. Eric, sweetie, baby, honey, go the fuck to sleep. Go the fuck to sleep. I'm not going to eat cheese. I'm full of cheese. I know it's like 6 in the morning for you, Eric. You have to get some sleep. Go the fuck to sleep, Eric. Go the fuck to sleep. In the words of Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson, go the fuck to sleep. 7 a.m. Go to sleep. You're Scandinavian though. I'm going to bed now. Go. I'm going to go to bed as soon as I'm done here. Everyone, tell Eric stayed up until 7 a.m. to hear me, be kind of a dumb shithead. Everyone berate Eric. Berate Eric and tell him to go to sleep. Everyone clearly cares about Eric. Please tell him to go. Go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep. Go to sleep. It is night. You stayed awake till 7 a.m. Even though you're Scandinavian, you should probably sleep sometime. Maybe you have the thing where you're not going to see the sun rise until March, but you should go to sleep because some guy on the other end of the internet told you to do so. If you're Polish, being Polish, you should go to bed even earlier. Go, Eric, I know you're Polish. Bolski, go to sleep. And I'm going to go to bed too. I sang a song for Eric, and I'm going to finish my drink, and I'm going to go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go bed. Go bed. Go bed. Everyone who's still awake is crazy. Y'all. I say Eric Scandinavian because his name looks Scandinavian, but it's not. He's a Polski. All right. Good night, Polski. You know, eat some sausage. Sausage is actually excellent hangover food. But I think I'm going to call it. It is 1 o'clock my time. I'm done. It's been 2 hours. I think we've had a lot of fun. Y'all keep doing the things that y'all do. I'm going to get slightly more drunk, and then I'm going to get slightly more asleep. Good night. Have fun. Bye-bye. End stream. Woo! Pierogies. Pierogies and sausage in Poland. Bye.